not like the best planner. It's also like I got him in.
Welcome to another vlog. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so happy to see you here today, and I hope you are well. Started off the week yesterday with a root touch-up at my favorite hairdresser in the whole entire world. I'm gonna miss her terribly. It was our last visit together. Well, we're saying it's not our last. We're saying that hopefully when I come back and visit, perhaps from time to time, that I can stop in and see her and get a haircut or get a trim or a color or something, because I adore her and I don't want to completely call it quits. But you know, that's the way life goes sometimes. This morning started off with an upper body workout, shoulders and triceps, went on a walk for about an hour with my friend, and now I'm sitting outside of the Perspire to run in and get an infrared sauna. I have 10 sessions left and about 12 days to get them in. So I need to basically do one pretty much every day because there is no Perspire in St. George, Utah, and I need to use my sessions up before we move. So I'll definitely be getting a lot of detox in the next 10 days. I think this is going to be an exciting week. Today I will head off to the mall. I'm going to buy a gift for my friend. She has her birthday tomorrow, and then tomorrow we're doing a little surprise dinner for her as a double date. And then on Friday, we're doing a little girls' night out. So that should be a lot of fun. Do it again. Gift is secure. New day, same routine. Went on my walk this morning and now heading into the sauna. I'm gonna check with them and see how many sessions I have left, because I don't think I actually had 10. I'm pretty sure I have less. Hi, how are you?
Good. For Maria?
Yes.
You're off at room 9 today.
Okay. By any chance, do you know how many sessions I have left?
Yeah, I can
Oh, okay, thank you.
Either might be 6, but let me just
Oh,
check.
okay. I thought it was about that much.
Yes, after today it would be 6 sessions.
Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you so much.
Of course, enjoy.
Back from the gym, showered and had my breakfast, coffee, and now it's time for my supplements. Starting off with homocysteine factor. This contains B6, folate, and B12. It's supposed to help with controlling my cholesterol levels. Vitamin D3. I did my walk this morning, however it was very cloudy outside, and I don't think you can have too much vitamin D. I'm pretty sure if you overdo it, your body just excretes it out in its urine. I have super mono fish oil, omega-3 fatty acids, Adrene Fuel to help with my adrenals because they are exhausted. This is a variety of vitamins, basically your multivitamin, but it's specific for adrenal and thyroid support. I'm supposed to take 3 of these a day. Pregnenolone, 2 of these under my tongue each day. I think it's supposed to be in the morning, but better late than never. I will also do 2 scoops of this vitamin C into my water, but first I like to drink the water plain with my supplements, and then I will down this. All right, I will take these 2 at a time with a couple of gulps of water in between. Running out for my friend's birthday party, I have the gift in hand. Top is from Lily Silk. The cardigan is Urban Revivo. These are Zara jeans, Gucci heels. This is a Zara bracelet, Banana Republic belt, Ferrezzi earrings, and that's my outfit. Oh, Quince bag. Let's go. think my makeup turned out really well today. I have decided to start wearing false lashes again. I haven't worn them in months, and this is the first time in, oh, actually probably a year at least. And I really love how they open up my eyes, so I'm gonna become addicted again. I'm also used a new setting powder from Say, and I really like it. I think it's really fine and soft, and it is minimizing my under eye crinkles. See, it looks a lot better than it usually does. And the earrings are Ferrezzi. Really love them. I have a discount code for them actually, and they are gold vermeil, I believe. All right, let's go have a lovely time for my very good friend.
Oh, you're not taking me.
Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, look at that.
No chorizo oil.
No chorizo.
This is the crispy calamari.
Wow.
Chick fried lobster.
Oh man.
Gosh, that calamari is amazing. Happy birthday, dear Lizzie. Happy birthday to you.
Good morning, happy Friday. Back again for another sauna treatment. I have 5 left after this one, so it will be an ongoing thing for the next few days. Last night was fantastic. Celebrated my friend's birthday, and she was totally surprised. Her husband arranged for us to have a surprise double date, and she was totally surprised, had no clue. It was funny, we came a few minutes early just to make sure that we could be seated first, and we were in view of her coming in. So as soon as I saw her come in, my husband and I hid behind the menus, and we were able to hide, and they came right up, and we were like, surprise! And she was totally surprised. So it was really fantastic. Had a wonderful, wonderful meal, and it was really nice because we made plans to get together next week as well, but it'll be, one of the last times we can hang out unless we are able to visit with each other in the future. So it was really special. I love her to death. Funny thing is, she opened the bag. I purchased the Coach bag, as you saw earlier in this video. It was a gift for her. And when I purchased the bag, the girl was processing the one that was on display. And I said, oh, I don't want the one on display. Do you have like a nicely wrapped one from the back that you can give me? And she's like, oh yes, they're wrapping it in the back for you right now, and they'll bring it out. Finish the transaction, and out comes this nice little gifted box all ready to go. And I didn't even question it, didn't even look in it. I grabbed it and went. And my friend is opening it last night at dinner. Would you believe the bag was blue? The bag was blue. And at first I thought, oh my God, the lighting is really weird in here. And then I thought to myself, no, this is the absolutely wrong bag. This is a blue bag with gold hardware instead of a fuchsia pink bag with silver hardware. Completely wrong. And I was like, I was just so gutted. And I was like, it's the wrong bag. It's the wrong bag. I mean, note to self, just double check things. I mean, why would I assume that they'd give me the wrong bag? But they did, and I guess we just had a laugh about it, and we'll exchange it and get things right. But I just thought that was really funny. Anyway, I'm gonna run into my appointment now. Running out again. This is for a girls' night out, celebrating my friend's birthday for the second night in a row. Well, a whole lot of mango here on top with the sweater, little short sleeve sweater, and this little mango ladies jacket. Belt, I'm not quite sure where it's from. Wide leg jeans are Reformation. The shoes are Mark Fisher. This is from Dubai. This is Nord Green, a little classic Fendi purse. And that's my outfit. to a luxury sale. This one is for designer bags, and they apparently have YSL, Bottega, Kate, can't think what else, Balenciaga, which I wouldn't look at, but curious to see what they have. I have not yet visited one of these sales. I've only ever gone to their clothing sales, so I'm curious to see what this one is about. I am going to control myself to try not to buy anything, but you can never pass up a good bargain, so we'll see. Why not? Yeah, it's brown. It's brown. It's really nice.
One of the like classic cassettes.
Chloe, oh.
Probably the one bag.
$4,900, but 50% off.
That's the final price.
Is final?
Yeah, before taxes.
So that was a total bust. I felt like comparing prices, I was just doing a quick little Google search comparing prices online, and it really wasn't anything significant or bargain basement prices that would be irresistible. So safe to say I walked out of there with nothing in hand. But now, of course, I have an itch for shopping, so we're gonna head over to a shop called 2nd Street. They have a lot of vintage finds. I purchased my Chanel bag there back in January, was it? Or I don't know. Yeah, I think it was January. A really old Chanel tote for a fabulous price, I thought, and it was a great deal. So now I'm itching to get something like that again. We'll see what we find.
Smile.
So I can't wait to check out and see what's going on over there.
Hole burning in your pocket, Maria.
I really should save it.
If you find a good bargain,
If it's something
within
I
reason.
can't resist.
Wait.
Hello and happy Monday. It is time for another HRT update. I just got back from my 3rd HRT appointment at the Integrative Wellness Center in Irvine. I have to say I had some concerns going into the appointment. Number one, I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to do the pellet again, because I think I mentioned this on my last HRT video that I hear constant horror stories from podcasts about women having terrible experiences on the pellet, and one of them just being so recently as to last week. I listened to a podcast, and I'm pretty sure I believe it was Dr. Marisa, and she had Kelly Casperson on the podcast, and I believe the two of them were just completely bashing the pellet, if I recall. Anyway, it made me really concerned about it going into it, and also the fact that we are moving next week and I won't have access to this facility. Not that they can remove the pellet or anything. I mean, obviously once it's inserted, but I guess I just had a little apprehension going into it, thinking that may not be the best idea to do a pellet and maybe just opt for some creams or something that you can easily adjust the dosage, by the creams. In any case, sat down, had my appointment. I had done some blood work about 2 weeks ago as another follow-up. She reviewed my blood work. The blood work showed, let me get over to it. April 15th, I had my blood work. Today's May 5th. And she tested my cholesterol. It was showing high at 250. LDL was showing high also at 158, which is not good. She wants me to keep going with the homocysteine because it needs to help balance this out. Continuing with the homocysteine, that was at 9.9. She didn't really touch on that too much, but it doesn't look too good. Then the TSH is showing normal at 2.486. That's the thyroid stimulating hormone. And then the other ones too, the T4 and T3, I guess all show regular within normal range levels. Okay, so the pregnenolone was showing at 18.2 and she wants it up in the 200 level. So that was really low. Need to work on that. And then the most important things were the hormone levels. FSH was at 48.9. It went down from 58 and then before that it was about 70 something. So those levels have been going down, which is good because it means that my estrogen levels are reaching better levels in my body. So there's less of the FSH being stimulated to try to produce more estrogen because my body seems to be acclimating to it pretty well. So those levels are going down. So that's a good thing. The progesterone was at 5.86. Again, that's normal levels. She said that I could even possibly increase my dosage to improve my sleep and also to address my weight gain. She told me that the progesterone and testosterone help you lose weight as opposed to high estrogen levels will cause weight gain and will also cause the menopausal weight gain through the midsection, which was a concern of mine, given that I am currently about 8 to 10 pounds higher than I want to be. And this 8 to 10 pounds it's been fluctuating a little bit between the 8 and 10, but it's basically come on in the last few months since I started this HRT. And that's very, 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 very concerning of mine. Was mentioning that to her. So what she said was that the estrogen accumulating in the body, as well as the high levels of stress that I'm still experiencing, as well as the toxic levels. Like, she was very, very adamant about making sure that I detox my body and just pushing that green detox powder on me and making sure that I take that daily. And to be quite honest with you, I've avoided it for several weeks now. I've just not been reaching for it, and I need to make sure that I do that. In any case, so she said that she likes where my estrogen levels are, but she doesn't want them to get too high. Also, I was very worried about the testosterone levels, and she basically said that my body is not using the testosterone, the free testosterone. It was at a 3.7. Last time it was at a 3.8. She's basically saying that my body didn't even touch it. It didn't even use any of it, and that has a lot to do again with the stress levels and the adrenals and just everything just not operating as it should. So this time she said, you have plenty of testosterone in your body. I expressed the concern that I have acne really building up on my chin, and this is very hormonal here. She said, let's completely just take you off the testosterone for now, because she said there's plenty of it in my body and we'll see how you do in 5 months. And that if by chance I'm feeling like I'm recognizing that my testosterone is low, we could always do a little pill sublingually and address that at that time. So for now, I'm off the testosterone. And then she also said to stop the DHEA, because that is like an androgen helper, I guess. It helps with the testosterone. So those levels were really high in my system as well at 274. And I mean, it shows that it's not like exceeding levels, but it's definitely on the higher side. So she said, let's stop the DHEA for now and really work on just eating better, because I did mention, of course, that I have been going out to eat quite a bit lately for celebrations and friend gatherings and things like that. Of course, you know, we're leaving town in a week and we're just spending a lot of time with our friends lately. Hanging out with friends means you are eating and enjoying yourself, and you know, it's probably just adding up, and I can't eat the way I used to and be fine the next day. It's definitely taking its toll on me. I was fairly comfortable with going on the pellet again, especially since it's just estrogen and it's not testosterone. I was really concerned with the testosterone levels getting too high and already experiencing acne and God forbid experiencing hair loss or something more severe like that. So I think that's basically the gist of this visit. I have now had another pellet inserted. It is a lower dose of estrogen because she said that my estrogen levels are looking pretty good, but she of course doesn't want me to completely run out. So she gave me a smaller dose than last time, and we'll see how I fare with that. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it and going to be positive. I'm going to continue on my path of detoxifying and making sure that I just really take better care of myself in the diet aspect of it, and also reducing my stress. I think once we move next week, the stress levels will drop down considerably. I'm hoping for that, and hoping that I can start reducing this belly fat. I mean, I feel like the last month or so it has just completely found its way to my midsection and to my inner thighs of all places, rubbing together a whole lot more than they ever have before, and I'm just very self-conscious about that. So the inner thigh and the midsection, just really hoping to trim down overall and just drop the weight, and not so much drop the weight but drop the fat. I just want to get rid of the fat and replace it with muscle. So working on doing that. And speaking of podcasts, I have heard the owner of this supplement company, Kion, on a couple of podcasts. Most recently, I believe he was on The Skinny Confidential, and I've heard him before, and I've always wanted to try the supplements but never quite committed to it. And then hearing him this last week or so on The Skinny Confidential, he was talking about weight loss and how these aminos can really help with that. And of course, magic word, weight loss, and I was all for it. So I'm going to be trying these. Let me open this up and show you what they are. So I picked up 2 supplements. These are the Kion Aminos, and these are the 9 essential amino acids that you need to make up a complete protein, for example. And these are dietary supplements. You take 1 scoop daily in 16 ounces of water to support athletic performance and recovery. Take 1 scoop within 30 minutes of exercise. There's been a lot of, controversy about whether you should work out fasted or work out with a little bit of food in your stomach. This owner was saying basically this is kind of the in-between of both those arguments, that these can give you the energy and help with your cortisol levels as you exercise and give you that fuel and burst of energy that you need to work out optimally without the caloric intake, because these I don't believe have any calories in them. I think they keep you fasted, but yet they give you the energy. So I thought these would be a great way to get my protein in without having to eat more food, because I've mentioned this before, protein satiates you quite a bit, and I will have my big yogurt bowl mid-morning after my fast overnight. I mean, I'm not fasting. I'm probably fasting at this point, I guess, from 8 to about 11. I'll have my big yogurt bowl, and then I'm so satiated, I almost feel like I don't need to eat for the rest of the day. And that yogurt bowl is really only giving me about 40 grams of protein, and I'm looking to get at least 120 grams a day. So I'm nowhere near that. And then usually by the end of the day, I'm only getting about 80 grams of protein, and I'm hoping to get more. So this is a good supplement to help you reach that protein level. The mixed berry and the cool lime. Also, to reach the $100 minimum in order to get free shipping, I decided to add on the Kion Clean Protein. I've seen some fitness ladies use this on their channels, and thought I would give this a try as well. 1 scoop of this is 20 grams of protein per serving. It's a whey protein, which is fantastic because I do eat dairy. So hopefully with the HRT adjustment and me being a little more conscious of my diet and having these supplements to assist me, and my added exercise and walking and making sure I take my green juice. All these things will help me with getting my weight back under control. On that note, I think I'll end this video. I'm not quite sure what happened in this video. Probably not much of anything, but I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Help me get up to my 1,000 subscribers, and I'd really appreciate that so much because I love having you here and I want to be able to continue producing these vlogs for you. I'll be back very soon because the next video is going to probably be a massive clear out of the house and packing and then probably moving. We'll be moving. So I'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.